Today, tuning in to the individual called, and I hope I pronounce this correctly, Janiyah McMichael, who is a child missing in the US. I'm immediately aware of a very happy child, and I am seeing soccer or football being played, and her, actively participating in that, having a group of friends around her there as well, so being really well liked. I feel as though she's the eldest child in the family and that she has younger siblings. And I feel like there might be 2 boys there, some little boys. And one of them actually being really little, because I'm seeing nappies as well for him, so quite young. Also getting the sense of a couple of generations living in the home environment, so seeing a grandparent there as well and feeling as though that individual lives there. So yeah, just a few generations in the home. And it's just a really lovely, loving feeling about that home. In terms of mum, I am getting like quite a religious connection there and quite a spiritual connection there. So someone that does pray a lot and relies on the power of prayer. In terms of the father, it doesn't come through as strongly for me. That might be there, that there might be an absence there or a separation, but not feeling the father as much in that home dynamic. But certainly a lot of females around as well. So I am getting the sense of aunties and also just friends that are female as well, and a working mum. So mum working and coming home. And I feel like Janiyah herself has a lot of friends around her all the time, always someone to play with, loads of friends, in fact. She's sassy, she's funny, showing me that she's quite tall as well amongst her peers. Just a really sassy, kind, smart child, really with the world at her feet. She is not coming across on my left-hand side. I feel as though she is still living. And I just want to find out where she is and what's happened to her to remove her from this situation. Okay, I'm getting a heart pain there for her as well. Pain in my heart. I wonder if that's more of a metaphorical thing. Okay, and she's showing me now a couple of barking dogs outside a building. Where am I? I feel as though I'm in quite a remote area where it's there's an industrial building here. It feels quite deserty, like the ground is quite sandy and rocky. It doesn't feel green and lush. But I do see these 2 dogs and they feel like kind of junkyard dogs. They look like Rottweilers and just quite aggressive with chains around their necks because I'm seeing them barking here. And drawing my attention to the building here as well, which appears to be just a massive shed. Big shed with metal sheet doors on the front of it, sliding metal sheet doors. Okay, and I just heard imprisoned as well. So I do feel as though she's being held at this location against her will. How did you get there? In terms of how she got there, I just heard pinched, and I almost feel as though this was just on the way home. Someone's wound down the window of a vehicle and they've asked her for something. They've asked her for directions, or they've asked her a question. It feels like directions, have you seen XYZ? And she's so happy and smart and just that personality to want to help everyone that she comes over to the vehicle. And I think before she even realised what's happened, she's been pulled in through a window. It may not have been directions. It may have been, have you seen such and such? And she's just been dragged in. I feel as though this vehicle didn't have plates on it. And I do feel people saw this happen. So it's like it's happened in daylight. She's been picked up. The fellow in the front of the vehicle too, I feel as though he has a little goatee, mustache here. It's scarce. It's not a full-grown mustache. It's just this, it's quite patchy. I'd describe it as prepubescent type mustache. Does she know them? I don't think she knows these individuals by name, but she's seen them around. Because I feel as though they were sort of driving up and down. So it's not the first time she's seen this vehicle. What kind of vehicle is it? It's funny, it actually strikes me as like quite a long vehicle. And when I say long, I mean like more like a sort of a Cadillac type shape. But with a shorter bonnet. Shorter bonnet, shorter boot, but that shape. Okay, and in terms of what she's doing or what they want with her, I just heard working. So to put her to work, what is she doing? I feel as though there are other children in this situation as well. It's not just her. Other little children, because she almost feels like a bit of a leader in this group. It's like instructions are barked at them and she helps the others to understand what they have to do. I do feel like there's a few of them in here. And I feel like there's a lot of threats around this as well. Like, if you leave, we will kill your family. You know, just like these really outrageous, frightening threats. I am being made aware of being put in a room that she can't escape, because I can see her sort of shouldering this wall, just trying to break through the wall. Like trying to break through the plasterboard of a wall. It almost looks like an interrogation room, this room that she's in. The way she's presenting it to me. Like just that single light in the middle of the room and a door, no windows. In terms of where I'm going to try and find out where she was taken. I do feel I'm on the west coast of the US. In south, maybe like LA. think I just heard El Paso as well. El Paso, I don't know where that is. So I wonder if she's been taken from LA and wound up in El Paso. El Paso. Okay. How can we find you? When I asked around how we can find her, she has shown me a bridge, a large bridge. Name of the bridge, name of the bridge. And I feel as though the name of the bridge is something like C-O-V. I want to say like maybe like Covenant Bridge or something like that. Cov, C-O-V. Might have to look that one up. C-O-V, Covenant Bridge. Okay. This group that's responsible, it feels very much like an organised crime syndicate that dabbles in lots of things. This is like a gang. It feels very gang related. Making me aware of like 240 as well. The number's 240. So I don't know if that's the name of a gang or some relevance, but it feels like there's some relation, there's some relevance there to the number 240. And when I ask what they do, I'm actually being shown someone. It's like they light a match and there's like a really long rope and it goes to an explosive, and almost as though I'm watching something being blown up. Almost feels like a rebel group that blows things up the way they're showing this to me. I'm also being made aware of vehicles as well being relevant here. And it almost feels as though it's some sort of luxury vehicle organisation, like hires limos. Because I am seeing like nice vehicles, but they're being loaned to people. Almost like a chauffeur type business with different vehicles. I feel as though there's little sense of the date as well for her, like just having absolutely no idea when it is, wondering whether or not Christmas has happened yet, just being very living day to day and not realising how many days have actually passed. It's like the longer I can do this and make them happy, the more likely it is that they'll let me out. But I do feel as though she's far from home. Like I want to say even like in Texas, like she's been driven across state. It feels very much dusty and sandy in this area. I want to say like Mexican desert or like in that Texas, surely not. Yeah, I want to say like Texas. But really southern part of Texas. There's a real desperation to get back to mum here. And mum has so much hope. I do feel as though they are reunited too. I do feel as though she makes her way back. I want to say 14 is relevant too, 14 years old. So I don't know if she's 14 now or when she turns 14, but I feel as though that's relevant to this as well. Okay, and I do get the sense that this, what's happened's exposed, like it's as though law enforcement is able to locate this operation and shut it down, and they find these children. Because I feel as though it's connected to other things that they're exploring as well, that there's like an ongoing investigation for something else, and they go looking for something else, and they wind up in this area and they locate these children. I always feel like some of these kids are so young that they don't even remember their parents. But she does. Yeah, I hold hope. I really feel like they're going to find them. I really feel like they're going to find them. In terms of when. I almost want to say April's have relevance here, and I feel it is next year. I feel like there's going to be a lead or a breakthrough in April of next year related to this. And I feel as though that comes about because someone actually acquires this address. It's like someone's been, I don't know, booked for speeding, and the address is on their driver's license, and there's like this address wasn't known before, and they go out there and they find it. But I do feel like April's really relevant in this story. I do feel as though she's being fed well, and I feel as though she's being fed well in this arrangement, and otherwise being looked after in terms of her body, keeping her somewhat healthy. She doesn't feel malnourished in the body. But just that desperation to want to go home. And pray that they find her.